Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Grady Bunch. I'm Michael,
I'm Kailey.
and together with our three beautiful children, we make up
The
Grady
Grady
Bunch. Now, we are a couple that love Disney, got engaged at Disney World, went to our honeymoon there, take our three children there. We love helping our friends plan their trips. This first one, I thought because of, NFL, college football starting up, I thought it'd be a lot of fun for us to have our own little fantasy draft, essentially building the best park. So I'm curious who can build the best park. We're going to go through different positions, and we're just going to go through in order, make it fast. So the first position would be like your quarterback. When I think of quarterback, I think of park symbol. So I'm going to let you go first. Out of the 4 parks in Walt Disney World, who is your quarterback?
The castle.
I knew you were going to say the castle. You knew I was going to say the castle. So I teased this earlier, and I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. She said, Epcot ball, because you knew that I was going to say castle. So I have to say the Epcot ball. Absolutely love the Epcot ball.
Is that really your first choice?
No, I would have said the castle, but you stole it. Can't take somebody's choice. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not bitter at all.
So why would you want the castle?
So the castle
Over the Epcot ball.
The castle is just magical. I mean, if you turn, you walk down Main Street. As soon as you see it, what's the first thing that happens? Tears.
Get emotional, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's everything magical about Disney in one spot. Mm-hmm. Is that basic? Why do you choose the castle?
Because the same, like, every time I see it, I get emotional. I feel like I'm home. Like, the castle feels like home. Like, whenever I see it, I just get this warm, fuzzy feeling. Everything in the world's okay.
The Disney bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So, I respect that. Obviously, I would have chosen the same thing. So, I'm going to have to go with the Epcot ball, and it's more of just the feel of when you see it at night, and as it's lit up, and just the lights dancing on the Epcot ball. It's magical in its own way. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pick that over any other.
And there's a ride inside of it, so that's
absolutely.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So.
I mean, not as cool as a restaurant, but.
Yeah.
Since the castle has a restaurant in it.
Yeah. Okay, so next thing would be like your running back. When I think of a running back, I think of the Nighttime Spectacular. So you went first on the last one.
Yep, it's your turn to go first.
I get to go first. So I'm going to say Happily Ever After. And you knew I was going to say
Shocker.
It. Right? Shocker. I know what yours is going to be, but Happily Ever After, I'm going to say that mainly because it is absolutely the greatest show that Disney has ever come up with. My opinion. That's my opinion. But if a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old can watch it on YouTube 1,000,000 times, I think it's perfect. I think it's the perfect show. I think it's the perfect way to score points with anybody around. So who would be your running back? What's your Nighttime Spectacular?
It has to be Fantasmic.
I knew that.
Dun 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 dun. Tell me, you don't get goosebumps when you hear that?
I mean, yes, I do.
And whenever Mickey is up there, like.
Yes, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty fantastical.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Oh, and when the boat comes out at the end of the show and all the characters are on it.
It's perfect.
It's beautiful. Perfect way to end the night. Well, the perfect way is you watch that and then you go through the shops.
Yeah, it's a great way to do it. Mm-hmm. So, Fantasmic.
Yes.
I can respect that. So, let's go to wide receiver, and let's just do an attraction. Any attraction in Walt Disney World, your turn to go first.
Toy Story Mania.
Why?
100%. Well, first of all, because Toy Story is amazing.
It is.
And second off, it's a really fun ride.
It is. And, our son loves Toy Story. Mm-hmm. But the competition is also fun.
The competition is fun. Yeah, that is a fun part of it, is trying to beat the people in your car. Is that what it's called, your car?
In your ride vehicle, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It has a little bit of spinning, a little bit of a competition. It's in 3D.
Carnival games.
Even the queue for Toy Story Mania is awesome. You feel like you're a toy.
Yes. Mr. Potato Head talking to everyone. Mm-hmm. It's great. So, I like that choice. My choice for an attraction would actually be Flight of Passage. And, I'm more of a thrill person than you are.
Yes.
On our honeymoon, you indulged me and went on Flight of Passage,
Mm-hmm.
which I appreciate very much because
You're
you're not a
welcome.
thrill
No.
attraction person. But Flight of Passage is
Well,
just
also, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be like Soarin'. So I thought it was going to be like a nice, easy.
it is like Soarin', just on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly in high speed. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so the next wide receiver would be a boat ride. So I get to go first on this one. And I'm pretty sure you can pick mine out. And I'm going to say Living with the Land.
That's a good one.
Best boat ride ever. It is the quintessential Epcot. It's edutainment perfectly through. It's educational entertainment. And then you also get to see all of the vegetation growing that they have at Epcot that you get to eat around Epcot and around Walt Disney World. So I'm going to say Living with the Land. What would be your boat ride?
I'm going to say It's a Small World.
I knew you were going to say
It's
that.
nostalgic. You need something nostalgic in your park. If you're building a park, you need the nostalgia of it. It's air conditioned. It's sparkly. It's cute. The little dolls are so cute.
Song stuck in your head for the next decade and a half.
So you're telling me that song is stuck in your head every single day since you wrote it last?
Most of the time.
Whatever. You're full of it.
I know. And you love me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go to tight end, which would be, I think of restaurants, just that thing that gets you through. The first one would be quick service. Which quick service are you putting in your park to make it the best park?
You know, I gotta say, rat pizza. I like the rat pizza. I like the puffy pizza.
You like the Pizza Rizzo's puffy pizza?
Yes, I know a lot of people don't love it, but I do. And the side Caesar salad, get yourself a puffy little pan pizza. So good.
It's an admirable choice. Well, admirable. I would actually, which that's in Hollywood Studios, I would go back to Magic Kingdom to Sleepy Hollow. No, 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 no. Columbia Harbor House.
I wondered why you weren't saying
I got
that
so
one.
close, but Columbia Harbor House. It's just the platter is amazing. The ambiance inside of it. During COVID, it moved over into the Tomorrowland Terrace, which was very sad for me because I loved the theming inside of the restaurant. But Columbia Harbor House is one of my go-to. You got to do it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing would be sit-down restaurant. And for a sit-down restaurant...
Which is what for...
tight end. The second tight end.
Okay.
So sit-down restaurant, I am going to say that out of all the sit-down restaurants, I just really, really like, partially because I know you love it, and so I have to do this. I have to go to No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to you. I'm actually going to go to the Anker House in Norway because you see all the princesses and all that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't
All
wait.
you can eat buffet?
Yes.
That's nice too.
And I actually like the idea of, I think that we need to take our daughter this next time. I think she would love that, see all the princesses.
So yeah.
But I know...
Especially Cinderella.
Yes, especially Cinderella.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would be your sit-down restaurant?
Be our guest.
I knew you were going to say it. I didn't want to take it from you. See, I'm kind. You take my castle, I let you have your restaurant. I'm ornery, sorry.
When you go to Be Our Guest restaurant, though, like, when you walk in and you see the ballroom, it's the same feeling for me as the castle. Like, it's just so beautiful. It's really what I feel like it would look like. It makes me emotional every single time. I could honestly just sit in the ballroom all day long. If they would let me, I would.
I think on our honeymoon, we sat there for as long as we could.
I usually try to sit there at least like an hour, maybe more.
Well,
I mean, you don't meet any characters really. I think sometimes you can meet the Beast.
Yeah, Beast will be walking by.
I never have met the Beast when we went. We usually go for like lunch. And this was also pre-COVID, so it was the menu before. I haven't gone to Be Our Guest post-COVID.
We need to.
But they got a new menu. But before, when you went for, I think it was either breakfast and lunch, you didn't see the Beast.
Right.
Anyway, it's just beautiful.
It's if you feel like you're in this story.
And air conditioning, of course, is always great to be in. But you also feel a little bit cooler because if you sit by like the fake windows, it looks like it's snowing.
Yes.
It's so pretty.
Which in Florida makes it feel even better. Even better.
And they used to, I don't know what they do now, but they used to give you like this rose, and you would set it on your table, and they would be able to find your table through that rose. And to me, I was like, wow, this is so magical.
It is pretty great. Okay, so the next one is going to be the kicker, which gets you from point A to point B, which would be our transportation. So I'm going to say transportation means you have to be able to get off at a different place. So the people mover does not count in that. Which transportation would you choose and why?
I'm going to pick the boats.
Really?
Yes, I was thinking about it, and I know you're going to say Skyliner. I know you were expecting me to say Skyliner.
Fully.
And I do like the Skyliner for several reasons, but the boats are just kind of like a calm way to start your day and a calm way to end your day.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
and not as many people I feel like take the boats. Usually there's a pretty long line for like the Skyliner and the buses, but when we went on our last trip, there really wasn't a long line for boats. Like the reason we had to wait was just for the boat to get to us.
Right.
We didn't have to wait in line for the boat.
It's a good choice. And that's a surprise pick. I did not expect you to pick that one. Making waves. Okay, so my kicker, I wanted to say Skyliner, but you said earlier you got to have a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of that classic feel. So I'm going to go with monorail. The monorail, just because it is quintessential Disney. It has everything that you love about Disney. Riding the monorail, even just around Epcot, right there.
Really cool.
It's gorgeous. It's
At
amazing.
night?
Yeah, absolutely. At night, riding the monorail is great. Only downside of the monorail is everyone wants to ride the monorail. And so at the end of the night, that line is very long.
Yes.
However, it is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so we're going to have 3 more. We have 2 defenses to go, which are going to be our resorts. The first one would be value or moderate resort.
Okay.
And so that'd be my choice first. And you know where I'm going. I'm going
Yes.
to Art of Animation. Absolutely. Mainly because of the theming. From the time you walk in, you feel like you're in Disney Animation Studios. You feel like you are right there next to the animators. And then when you actually walk out out of the hall, you have Finding Nemo right there. And you have a giant crush and you have all this stuff. And then if you go to one way, you have Cars, Resort, the little Cars suites. And then you go the other way, you have Lion King. And if you walk a little bit further, you have the world's most notorious sea witch in the largest form you should ever see her. But the theming across Art of Animation is phenomenal. And then on top of that, there is actually really good food in the cafeteria over there. And then it's connected to the Skyliner, which I wanted to say, but you have to have that nostalgia for the monorail. So Art of Animation will be my value to moderate. What would be yours?
Mine is going to be Port Orleans Riverside. 2 words, princess rooms.
Good choice.
Yes. I mean, when you go into the rooms, like you can get a regular room. We got a princess room this last time. They have something for every princess inside of the room. And so there's, on the carpet, there's Aladdin's rug. There's pictures of the princesses around. And the headboard lights up fireworks. When you push, there's a button you can push up on the side, and it just lights up fireworks. It's so pretty. I love it.
You don't have to be.
I'm also a princess
Yeah.
girl, though, so.
I was about to say, you don't have to be a princess to love that. I mean, our son absolutely loved pushing the button, watching the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's perfect for anyone.
Yes.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
But especially a little.
Little princess.
Yes.
And a little older princesses.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always feel like a princess in the princess rooms.
Yes.
So the next one would be Deluxe Resort. What are you choosing for your Deluxe Resort?
I'm going Yacht Club.
I knew you were going Yacht Club. Tell me why Yacht Club.
Well, it's one of the only ones I've stayed in. But also, I mean, it's very relaxed feeling. Like, it has a very relaxed feel. It's just gorgeous when you walk inside. When we went and we stayed there, we saw a couple of brides taking pictures there. It feels relaxing and calm, and it's just beautiful when you walk in.
Yeah, y'all stayed there before we were even together, before we even knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on my bucket list to go to.
But also, I like the fact that you can walk to Epcot.
Yes.
One day, I believe it was me and my dad, we actually walked to Epcot just to go get caramel covered popcorn.
That's a win. That's a win.
Yes.
So I think you already know what my Deluxe Resort's going to be. It's going to be Riviera.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's going to sit along that Skyliner route, but it is, the newest right now, DVC, complete DVC. And on top of that, it's just all the little bitty details. They're like upscale Disney just trinkets and the little bitty touches that are so particular and incredible, and I love it. So Riviera is going to be my pick there. So here we go. The last one is going to be Flex, which is anything from any category before. So you can grab anything from the category before,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to let you choose your Flex first, even though it's my pick. I want to see what you choose first.
Okay, I'm going to choose an attraction.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick Soarin'.
Okay, why Soarin'?
Soarin' is just, when you've been walking around Epcot and you go to Soarin', it is just so peaceful and relaxing, and I'm not much of a thrill ride person. So whenever I first went on it, I was a little scared. I was a little skeptical, but it's really not a thrill ride. It's just relaxing. You're like looking over at all these different
Countries and
landscapes.
Mm-hmm.
You're smelling different smells depending on where you are. It's just amazing, and it's probably something I never would really do in real life. Like I'm never gonna be soaring.
You don't have the idea of hang gliding as a fun thing.
No. In real life, no.
Yeah.
But at Disney, yes.
Yeah, that's a great choice. So Flex, I actually was going to say Soarin'. So
Out of
thanks for
all
that.
things in the whole
Yes,
entire
that's honestly
world of Disney.
Yes, because of just the sense, the sounds, the sights inside of Soarin'. You really do feel like you're flying over the Taj Mahal. You feel like you're flying over all that stuff. It's amazing. So you stole that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna have to go over to. Oh man. I think I'm gonna go attraction, and I'm gonna go with Tower of Terror though. Again,
Wow.
not something that you would do.
That's the one I figured you were gonna pick, honestly.
I really wanted Soarin' because of just it's so much fun. It's something that we do every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Tower of Terror though, I love the Twilight Zone. I love just the way that the cast members act totally different from anyone else in all of Walt Disney World. There's absolutely nothing strange about that hotel at all. There's absolutely nothing that you should ever be worried about. But on top of that, on the mechanical side of things, for the attraction, for the ride, it is mind-boggling to me. Just how advanced and how absolutely bonkers. That's the easiest way to say it. The Tower of Terror is. And so I'm going to go Tower of Terror.
I'm going to take your word for it.
And here in a few years, our children will ride with me because I may or may not be prepping them for that by lifting them high in the air and then dropping them and catching them before they hit the ground. So I'm preparing our children for that because I know that you won't ride with me, so I might as well have other companions.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm not sorry.
Well, I hope that y'all enjoyed our parks. Let us know who had the better park, or if you have your own choices, your own setup. We would love to see that because really one of the best things about Disney is seeing what everyone else loves.
And we might like somebody else's lineup better.
Right.
Might say, hey, I didn't think about that.
Absolutely. We hope that you join us on this journey. Hope that you would like, comment, subscribe, that you would tell all of your friends about the Grady Bunch. We'll be throwing content out there as much as we can, as frequently as we can. And we just want you to join us on this journey. And we just want to say thank you for taking the time to hear our opinions.
Get to know us a little bit.
Yes, we're not the experts, and we don't know everything, but we love to learn.
Especially about Disney.
Absolutely about Disney. So until next time, we just want to say, see you real soon.